Today we'll start our discussion with the organelles of a cell. What is a cell? A cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of an organism. Its primary components are the cell membrane, the cytoskeleton, the cytoplasm, the cytosol, and the organelles. We'll start with the cell membrane, which protects the cell from the outside environment. It's semi-permeable, meaning it determines what enters and leaves the cell. It's made up of phospholipids, forming a bilayer membrane made of a phosphate head, which is hydrophilic, meaning it loves water, and fatty acid tails, which are hydrophobic, meaning it hates water. The cell membrane is also made of cholesterol, glycolipids, and membrane proteins. Next, we'll discuss cytoplasm, which is a thick, jelly-like substance filling the space between the nucleus and the cell membrane. Cytosol, which is a clear gel present within the cytoplasm, helps organelles to stay suspended. Overall, the cytoplasm contains and supports the cell organelles. Now on to cytoskeleton, which provides structural support so the cell can keep its shape by evenly splitting chromosomes during cell division, and also aiding in recovery from an outside injury. Also by moving around through organelle trafficking and protecting the cell from outside forces. The cytoskeleton is also made of microfilaments, intermediate filaments, and microtubules. The microfilaments are responsible for muscle contraction and cellular movement. The intermediate filaments provide tensile strength for the cell, and the microtubules determine the cell shape, transport cellular materials, and divide the chromosomes during cell division. Nucleus. It is the largest organelle. It is the genetic control center. It can be distinguished by a double membrane surrounding it called the nuclear envelope. Inside of the nucleus, you'll find nucleoplasm, which has chromatin, which is composed of DNA and protein, and a nucleolus, which are where ribosomes are produced. Another organelle being the endoplasmic reticulum, commonly known as ER. It synthesizes steroids and other lipids, detoxifies alcohol and other drugs, manufactures all membranes of the cell, and is a system of interconnected channels called cisterna. In this system, you find the rough endoplasmic reticulum, where the ribosomes are housed, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. At this point, we've heard about ribosomes in the nucleus and in the ER. So, what are ribosomes? Well, they're small granules of proteins and RNA found in the nucleolus, the cytosol, rough ER, and nuclear envelope. They read genetic messages, and they produce amino acids and proteins. Now for the Golgi complex, which is a small system of cisterna. It receives synthesized protein from rough ER, sorts proteins, cut and adds carbohydrates. It then packages these proteins and transports them in Golgi vesicles. Lysosomes are a specialized Golgi vesicle which break down glycogen to release glucose into the bloodstream. They're also digestive enzymes. They digest food to make energy, and they clean up and recycle in a process known as autophagy, which digests and disposes of surplus, non-vital organelles and cell components to recycle those nutrients to more important cell needs. Peroxisomes, which resemble lysosomes, they're produced by ER, and they produce and degrade hydrogen peroxide. Another important organelle is mitochondria, specialized for synthesizing ATP. It's mobile and changes shape continually. It's surrounded by double membrane, the inner membrane, which has folds called cristae, and the matrix, which is the space between the cristae, which contains ribosomes. The last important organelle are the centrioles. They're short cylindrical assembly of microtubules, 9 groups of 3 microtubules each. 2 lie perpendicular to each other within the cytoplasm, known as centrosomes. They play a role in cell division. Overall, all organelles are specialized subunits within the cell that aid in distinct operation of the